This is an advert for a job in the National Health Service. It pays really well. It's a six-figure salary, £110,000 to £115,000 per annum. And it's for the job of Director of Lived Experience. What's lived experience? Why do they need a director for it in the NHS? And why are they paying this person, or they will be paying this person, so well for it? I mean, that's a king's ransom, over 100 grand a year. So, the job overview. I'll read it out to you, alright? Make what you will of it. I can't make heads or tails of it, and I'm not thick. I'm not highly educated, but I'm not stupid. Anyway, this is what it says. They are seeking an interpersonally talented and strategic bridge builder to join our trust board in the exciting new post of Director for Lived Experience. I don't have the words. I don't know what the fuck that is. I really don't. Anyway, it goes on. The post holder will be responsible for establishing and maintaining the highest levels of lived experience practice and amplifying the voice of those using services. It should put comas here. Let's start again. The post holder will be responsible for establishing and maintaining the highest levels of lived experience practice and amplifying the voice of those using... Am I reading this wrong? Let me try again. Fuck me. The post holder will be responsible for establishing and maintaining the highest levels of lived experience practice and amplifying the voice of those using services within decision making at all levels of the organisation. I mean, Jesus H. Christ. I know there are a load of non-jobs in the NHS which they pay really well for at the taxpayer's expense. You've got a legion of inclusion and diversity and multicultural directors and executives and managers. The NHS, right, is for everyone to get help, medical help, and that's it. You go in to be a nurse and a doctor to operate, look after people. They obviously need secretaries and receptionists. I mean, if they can get just one lieutenant colonel to run a regiment of say 800 people, and say a hospital runs around 800 to 1,000 people, why the hell do they need like so many managers? So many managers that get paid really well. I mean, this is a fantastic wage, £100,000 to £115,000 a year. Good Lord. And I've Googled lived experience, and there's no clear definition of what lived experience is. Do they want people alive who are really old to become directors so they can tell young people how to live? I don't know. Over to you folks in the comments. Help me out here, please. This is just bonkers. No wonder the NHS is on its knees. It really is on its knees. Because you've got migration, legal, illegal, mass migration, open door system basically, by all and every government in power, putting more pressure on the NHS. You've got non-jobs like this and others, political correctness, putting pressure on the NHS, draining more money. You've got health tourism, people from abroad coming over, having their operations for free at the taxpayer's expense, and then buggering off back home, putting stress on the NHS. The NHS desperately needs reform. They need to get rid of all these non-jobs. They need to get rid of a high percentage of the managers, and they need to deroot all the doctors and nurses and porters. People who are in there who are meant to be doing their jobs, but instead they are left-wing Labour activists, because the NHS should be nothing to do with politics. It should be all about treating and saving lives. So there we go, that's my video. Let me know what you think in the comments. If anyone can tell me, if there's anyone from the NHS watching who can tell me what the fuck this means, I'd be very grateful. And there we go. So until the next time, take care of yourselves and Roger Trout.